A virus is harmful, but the destruction of rights is fatal.
Edward Snowden ist wohl der bekannteste Whistleblower unserer Zeit. 2013 brachte der ehemalige CIA- und NSA-Mitarbeiter streng geheime Informationen über spezielle Überwachungstechniken der Geheimdienste an die Öffentlichkeit. Deshalb flüchtete Snowden nach Moskau, wo er bis heute im Exil lebt. Aber dort in Russland ist er nicht ganz untätig, denn er gibt immer noch regelmäßig Interviews über Massenüberwachung und Manipulation. Auch zu der heutigen Corona-Krise hat sich Edward Snowden in einem Interview geäußert und das will ich euch nicht vorenthalten. Kurz vorweg: Auf diesem Kanal About zeige ich euch die neuesten, relevanten Interviews und Gespräche kompakt zusammengeschnitten. Wenn ihr mehr von sowas sehen wollt, dann abonniert auch gerne kostenlos diesen Kanal. Aber jetzt geht's los mit dem Video.
Are missing that I think people who are looking at this from a longer span are catching is the coronavirus is a serious problem, but it is a transient problem. We will eventually have a vaccine, or even if we don't, we will eventually have herd immunity. In 2 years, this problem will be gone. But the consequences of the decision that we make now are permanent. And I think this is crucial to bear in mind from the perspective of a free society. A virus is harmful, but the destruction of rights is fatal. This is a permanent thing that we don't get back. When we lose a right that we fought a revolution for, that there was a movement founded for, that took 100 years of effort to win, and then we lose it in a moment of panic. This is the connection with 9/11. Whenever there is a crisis, rationality exits the room, but you have policy that is being driven by a panic in the pursuit of benefits that at the time are theoretical. The Vice President of the United States at the time, Dick Cheney, was saying we have to engage in torture and it will be a good thing. Because these guys are planting bombs and biological weapons and things like that in the United States, in sleeper cells. And the only way we'll uncover them when the timer is ticking down to the explosion is by basically, you know, poking drills into their hands or trying to drown them, locking them in cages with their darkest fears, you know, snakes or insects. And ultimately, it culminated where we were chaining people to concrete walls in sites in Afghanistan where they literally froze to death and died. But again, they said these things would work. They said they were necessary. They said they would be beneficial. We don't want to do them, but the threat is so great that this is the only way that we can really counter them. When we see emergency measures passed, particularly today, they tend to be sticky. The emergency tends to be expanded. Then the authorities become comfortable with some new power. They start to like it. And the original emergency passes. Coronavirus is gone. Terrorism is no longer a big thing. They find new applications, new uses for this new power they gained. And they went, well, maybe we don't need to give this up. Maybe we can pass a new law that makes this a permanent authority. And we've seen this happen in country after country. It's not a local domestic issue. This becomes a culture of safety at all costs, right. Where they go, look, if there's any risk, we have to reduce it down to the minimum imaginable level at any possible price. And this is fundamentally in conflict, I believe, with the concept of a free and open society. And this is a little bit unpopular and a little bit controversial to say. Because there's all these arguments about, security versus privacy. In a free and open society, the thing is, we're supposed to say, we need both. Right? We're not being asked for security or privacy. We do the best we can on security. We mitigate risks, whether we're talking about biological threats, whether we're talking about political and criminal threats. But we prioritize an order society for the defense of the individual and the common collective good. And this is derived from the protection of rights. If we begin destroying rights, sacrificing rights in order to improve things, we're actually making things worse.
Edward Snowden meint hier, dass die Gefahr, die vom Virus ausgeht, nicht im Verhältnis dazu steht, unser Recht auf Freiheit aufzugeben. Was meint ihr? Stimmt ihr Edward Snowden zu? Schreibt es jetzt gerne in die Kommentare. Und ansonsten hoffe ich, dass wir uns im nächsten Video sehen werden. Ciao und bis zum nächsten Mal.